Hi guys, it's Grace with Grace Gets Gastric. I am here today for my monthly favorites video. So this is my July 2020 favorites, and make one of these every single month. If you are interested to hear some of the food and non-food related items that I love this month, keep on watching. The first thing is kind of a bonus favorite because it is not a item at all, but I did get a cat this week or this month, and yeah, that's obviously been my favorite. So let's see, Athena, are you gonna be? It's Athena. Hi, kitty. So yeah, if you hear meowing in the background because I'm not paying attention to her, that is my new cat. So obviously that's been a huge favorite this month, but she is neither food nor item, so let's go ahead and start with the actual favorites. The first item is one I don't actually have with me. It's a recipe, and it is the broccoli steaks from Smitten Kitchen. Talked about her a lot. She's basically my favorite food blogger of all time. I've been following her for years and years and years. And broccoli is one of my all-time favorite vegetables. So I was on her site just looking for a new way to prepare it, and I came across these broccoli steaks, which the whole idea is sort of treating broccoli like a slab of meat. You make a dry rub, you cook it in a cast iron skillet in the oven until it gets nice and crispy, and so delicious. I'd imagine it would also be really good on like a grill I don't have one, but if you had a grill. It felt very, even though it's like obviously a warm dish, it felt very summery with kind of the charring, and yeah, it was really tasty. One of my favorite ways to prepare broccoli for sure. Obviously slightly more time intensive than just like boiling it, but if you're a fan of broccoli and you want to try something different, highly recommend. And it was pretty easy too. It takes a while to cook it, obviously. Next, we have something that I've been loving all month, and that is cherries. So these are some just like sweet red cherries. I also love Rainier cherries. Where I live right now, it's cherry season, and we actually have we grow a lot of cherries in Washington, particularly Eastern Washington, which is where my parents live. So starting at the beginning of the month, when I was there for 4th of July, I picked up a bunch of cherries on my way home, and have been just getting them throughout the month, alternating between Rainier, sweet cherries, being all of the cherries. I love cherries, and I love fruit. I've been enjoying allowing myself to really appreciate seasonal fresh fruit lately. So cherries have been a huge win for me. And kind of along the line of fruit and summer, I found these watermelon agave GoodPops. These are, popsicles, watermelon agave popsicles at, I got them at a local grocery store that's essentially a Whole Foods. I'm fairly certain they sell this brand at Whole Foods as well. I wanted a popsicle that was sort of a fruit popsicle, essentially, that was kind of minimal ingredients, and I found this one, and it's super good. So for one bar, and you can see, like they're kind of that standard double kids bar, for one bar it's 40 calories, 0 fat, 12 carbs, 11 sugar, 0 protein. So the sugar, comes from the watermelon juice, and then there's a little bit of sugar and some cane sugar and agave nectar, but they're not overly sweet. I'm not concerned about 12 grams of carbs. I am no longer policing myself in that particular way. If you are someone who is heavily watching carbs, probably not for you, but for me, this is delicious. They're so tasty. Like I said, they're not super sweet. You can tell it's just a little bit of sweetness to enhance that natural watermelon sweetness. And in the summer heat, this has been so delightful for a dessert. Just satisfying my sweet tooth and cooling me down at the same time. So I really like those. I also got, they have smaller ones in like a cherry limeade flavor that I got that I also really like. But these ones are my favorite. Oh man, I just realized basically everything is sweet except for that broccoli roast, but your girl has a sweet tooth. So the next one is ReddiWhip, and this is the non-dairy almond milk one. So for 2 tablespoons, 5 grams, it's 10 calories, 1 carb, 0 protein, 0.5 fat. Pretty kind of standard. I have been enjoying this just for something a little bit different. Like I said, I have been looking to minimize the consumption of animal protein, which does include milk. Not that this is particularly sustainable or anything, but I was curious, and The annoying thing about this, I will say, is that it kind of gets clogged a lot more easily than a regular whipped cream. So it even says on here that you want to put it under warm water for like 30 seconds just to sort of get the, I think, break up some of the cloggingness. Kind of, you know, like when coconut milk is in a can, sometimes it has that coconut cream that has that film. But it tastes, I mean, it tastes like almond milk, you know, it doesn't taste like full regular whipped cream, but it's good. I like it. And it's been great on top of some Jell-O or some protein pudding. So I've been liking that. And then finally, this has been also clutch lately, and that is the SugarFree Tarani peach syrup. So SugarFree Tarani, or Torani sugar-free syrups are one of my favorites. I really like them a lot. And generally I stick to non-fruit flavors, except for raspberry. I always love raspberry. Well, I guess, you know, actually I have coconut raspberry. But anyways, I usually use them to flavor my coffee. Peach coffee does not sound great for me. But I got this because I've been drinking a lot of tea. I've been making some sun tea or just regular black tea. Like I have some loose leaf and I've just been brewing big batches of it and then sweetening it, if I want sweetener, with this sugar-free peach. Because peach iced tea has always been my drink of choice. Growing up, peach Crystal Light was basically all I drank. Whenever we would go out to eat at restaurants, if they had like a peach syrup for iced tea, that's always what I got. So peach iced tea to me is just classic, and it's summer and it's delicious. So I've been enjoying basically being able to recreate that on my own. I don't always add sweetener because sometimes I don't need it for my iced tea, but especially sometimes if I forget and I overbrew the coffee, the tea, it gets a little bitter, and so I find that helps with that bitterness. So, ooh. Shit. Sorry, there was this big ass bird flying out the window. And my kitty is trying to mess around with all of my next items, which are my non-food related items. So I'm going to try to grab them without knocking her onto the ground. She's exploring. So first item I have here are these food wraps. I have a couple of different ones, so this is just the most recent brand I bought. These are from Avigo, but they are reusable beeswax food wraps. So I got a variety pack. Like I said, this is like my second variety pack I have, and they come in different sizes. So I want to say this is the medium, just to give you an example of like what these ones look like. So you can tell it's crinkled. I used it, and it's beeswax that's been it's like a cheesecloth kind of thing that's been coated with beeswax, and it is great for using essentially in place of, oh gosh, she's gonna knock over this tripod. Using in place of cling wrap or saran wrap. So I'll wrap, like if I have an avocado, like half an avocado, I'll wrap that in it. I've wrapped half limes in these. When I made my protein pudding, instead of putting cling wrap around the tops, that's what this most recent one, you can kind of see there's a little circle here because I most recently did that. So you can use them for all sorts of things, and they're really great because they're reusable. If they, you want to obviously not get them too hot because that will melt it, but, and it's totally compostable at the end of its life. So, I've been really liking these a lot as an alternative to both saran wrap and in some cases, Ziploc bags. So really recommend this. I got this particular one off of Package Free, which I'll link below, but, I've gotten them from other places as well. I think Eti is one of the first ones I got, and I think you can get them even on Amazon now. So since I just talked about Package Free, I'll talk about my next favorite, which I also got from Package Free. Like I've told you before, I'm really into this site right now, so expect to see things popping up as I buy more. But this is a duster, and it is beautiful. So I need a duster because and now there's dust everywhere because I just flung it. Anyways, I moved recently. My roommate was the one who had all of our old dusters, and so I needed to get a new one, and I wanted to look for one that did not contain plastic, and this is a great option. First of all, it's just beautiful. It's got this wood thing, and then it comes off. This is so soft and like dense. It just feels weighty. And it's totally machine washable, and as you wash it, these things are gonna like curl more, which is supposed to help even more with trapping dust. But it's supposed to last essentially forever, right? If you care for it, it should last forever. You can wash this, reuse it. But if for some reason it doesn't last, like it breaks or what have you, this is entirely wood. This is all organic cotton, I believe. Same thing with the string. So all of this is entirely compostable. So I was really excited about it. And plus it's just aesthetically beautiful. Works great, except for when you fling it and then little dust particles go everywhere. So don't recommend that part. Next is an item I don't actually have with me. Another one, because it's in my cupboard and I was too lazy to try to get it out because it's way back there, but it's a roasting pan. So I recently bought a roasting pan, and this is kind of keeping with my whole sustainability thing because I don't roast things a ton, particularly in the summer, but I did have a roast that I wanted to make in my freezer that, you know, I'm just trying to work through some of those things in my freezer. And in the past I've been using, you know, I probably use it several times a year, but I would just get those foil disposable ones from the grocery store, which is nice because it's so easy to clean up. You just throw it away. But single-use things are not really great for the environment, and so I want to move away from single-use stuff. A good roasting pan will last forever, you know. They're meant to last for a very long time, and yeah, even though I don't use it a ton, I use it at one enough that it was worth it to buy it and not have that consistent waste of just throwing things away. So bought a roasting pan from Amazon. I've only used it once so far, but I did use it this month, and I really liked it. It's kind of a non-stick one, so it was pretty easy to clean and works really well. The meat turned out great, so I'm happy that I have it. I'm glad I made the purchase, and I've just been looking for ways in which I am using single-use type things to figure out ways to reduce that consumption. Next, we have a, what do you call this? This thing. So I have hardwood floors in my bathroom and in my kitchen, and I needed to get a dustpan and a little broom thing. So I was again trying to look for ones that were don't use plastic, that were sustainably made. So this is wood with horsehair, and I didn't realize when I got this that there's this right here is in fact plastic, so it's not entirely plastic free, this little lip, but otherwise this is metal, this is wood, and this is, I think, leather, so entirely compostable or recyclable, and yeah, meant to last anyways. So even though this is plastic, you know, the idea is hopefully that it will last for long enough, for a long time, that I won't need to throw it away, and it's a very minimal bit of plastic that I could easily peel off to make sure that this metal is recycled. But I've been really liking this. It works really well. I don't have a ton of space, so I don't really need something massive, but you know, you need a dust pan and duster thing, so I really like this one. I got it on Amazon. I will link it below. And then the last item are Bluetooth headphones. So these are a set of the Bluetooth headphones. I prefer the ones that have this wire. You can find ones obviously that are just the ear pods. I don't like those. I feel like I don't understand anyone who does. It's very weird to me because it feels really easy to lose them, and I'm the kind of person who loses things. So I really like the fact that these have the wire. This thing is magnetic, so it just goes around your neck. I'm not going to lose just one of them. I use them mostly when I am running, or not, well, now I'm running, but you know, I use them mostly when I'm outside walking, and so it seems really easy to lose them. So anyways, I needed to get a new pair because my old pair, the sound quality just went away. It was super low, and because I mostly use them when I'm outside and I'm mostly walking around cars and stuff, I just wasn't able to hear anything. So I needed to get a new pair. Got these, really like them so far. They're pretty inexpensive. I don't want to spend a ton of money on headphones. I feel like the longevity of how long they last doesn't really seem to vary much with the ones you spend a lot of money on, and maybe the sound quality is better, but I'm not trying to go broke buying headphones. So I really like these so far. The only annoying thing is that my old pair had this radio control on the right side, and I'm right-handed, and I'm so used to it being here, and now it's on the left side, so it's just annoying to get used to, but otherwise they're great. Also, okay, I'm sorry, more cat stuff, but I need to show you. She just fell asleep in the corner. How cute is that? Oh my god, I'm sorry guys, you're gonna hear a lot about my cat. This is like the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, so. Anyways, I think those are all of my items. July has been kind of a whirlwind. I can't believe it's almost over. I can't believe this whole year is halfway over, so wild. definitely a lot of stuff happening with me in terms of just like my mental headspace in relation to weight loss and weight loss surgery and all of that. But this is not that video, so expect more thoughts on that when I come back for my next monthly update. But thank you guys again so much for watching. I so appreciate all of you. Let me know down below what you've been loving this month, if you've used any of these items, what you're thinking, and I'll talk to you all very soon.